Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gambling Savant. Today we've got a casual live stream related strictly to Baccarat, the world's finest crash gambling site. Let me take care of a couple things here, and we'll jump right into it. All right, I'm going to share my screen here on Baccarat. And give me a second here. I'm going to share the link on Twitter here, just in case there's some individuals that have a few minutes to jump on. Link on Twitter here, just in case there's some individuals that have a few minutes. So today's all about Baccarat. What a partnership, I must say. I hope everybody that's signed up is enjoying the platform. I'll keep an eye out on the chat here too. What's up, everybody? Michael Otto, you're back. Wally, you're back. What's up, man? Lester, you're back. Hey. So we're good to go on the mic. Everybody can hear me. Everybody can see me. Everybody can see my screen. So October 1st, we're technically in the fourth quarter of 2021, right? I'm excited. I'm excited for crypto. I'm excited for Baccarat. October 1st basically launches the formal launch of Baccarat. With these crash competitions, the Baccarat launch, there's so much going on. And guys, this is, and gals, this is entertainment. The idea here is not to just gamble and gamble and gamble and get stuck hundreds of dollars or thousands or something crazy. I truly believe that collectively we can put a lot of different strategies together that we can fare quite well on this site. And I have, even just having some basic understanding of some of these figures and odds and percentages, right? So when you look at these multipliers, you look at, the single crash format here, you've got the trend bar up top. I've done lots of playing around with these multipliers here in this box that auto caches. Of course, we can place our wager here and just guess and randomly try to cash out with some profit. And that does work. It works until it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It works until it doesn't work. So that's the issue without anything in life. If you don't have a business plan, if you don't have a strategy or bankroll management with gambling or sports betting or poker, you might do okay for a minute, but you know the end result's going to be not desirable. Most likely, you'll end up going broke in most cases, or suffer losses that you didn't anticipate or expect. Right. So, like I said in one of my latest videos, Gambling Savant was created to hedge our bet against the house, against the sports book, against our opponents playing poker, and also in investing. Yeah, there you go, Lester. People don't plan to fail; they fail to plan. That's exactly right. So most of us can understand that, especially like you guys are involved in crypto and enjoy the aspect of gambling here. And the word gambling has sometimes a negative connotation for good reason, but we want to try to erase that and sharpen our edge. That's the motto of the channel Gambling Savant: sharpen your edge. At least give yourself a chance to, what if you broke even? Like, that's not desirable either for most of us, but like, what if you broke even for your entire lifetime and got to have free entertainment just at that? I mean, that'd be a success, right? So I think we can do better than that. especially when you have games like this where you can actually control your wager and somewhat of your own destiny, right? So before we get into the gameplay, I'll buzz through and show you what we're going to do today. We'll go through some strategy with some multipliers. I'm trying to create my own. I've looked up other people's strategy, whether it works or not long term. Most likely, no strategy works long term. You kind of have to keep switching it up, and depending on your bankroll, depending on the bet sizing that you're able to do, and the game of choice, right? So we'll go through some of that. We'll go through some of this dual crash, which is revolutionary. There's no other crash gambling site that offers dual crash. Dual crash is much more to me like a game that you would find in the casino. Single crash is awesome. But the dual crash, it's inspired off the game of Baccarat, as we all know, right? So there are some similarities, and that's probably why it feels more at home, like as far as casinos related. You have the blue and red, kind of like, if you're playing roulette, you have the tie aspect, the pairs, and then the way the numbers are calculated and the results are, calculated. It's a lot like Baccarat. So especially with the board up here, you have the trend bar. So we're just kind of goof around for a little bit. This is all part of the package. This is part of me representing Baccarat, putting content out for the channel. It's part of my partnership with them. I'm happy to do it. I enjoy this. We're not going to be on here for too terribly long, maybe an hour. Okay. We're not going to put a strict time frame on it, but enjoy yourselves. Have it on in the background, take a peek here and there, get involved in the chat. If you have a strategy that you've come up with, shoot it out there and enjoy yourself. It's all about having fun and primarily entertainment. Okay. So let's see, Wally. Gambling is a bad word now, even when Jordan's dad died. Yeah, that's right. I heard something on a talk show on the radio driving not long ago about Michael Jordan's dad. And they say they're blaming Michael Jordan's dad's death on Michael's gambling habits and debts. Is that what you're saying? Is that you've heard the same story? I don't know if that's true or embellished because of the word gambling, like you're saying. I really don't know. You also say, is there a way to gain more coins by inviting people? That's a good question. Now you can, Wally, you can become an affiliate as well. If you go to the affiliates tab, you can submit your information to be an affiliate. So you can certainly, if you have friends and family that might enjoy spending some free time participating on Baccarat, you can certainly get involved that way. And it's not like, like I said last stream, some people do get turned off by promotion codes and being affiliates and all this type of stuff. In this situation, I can certainly say that is not the case. It was an opportunity for me to get involved with a relationship with an online casino. My channel is Gambling Savant. I'm heavily invested in cryptocurrency. I'm a poker player. So for me, it was just a very natural progression with the channel and things that I have interest in and want to get involved in. I've wanted to do interviews with other gamblers, sports bettors, poker players, blackjack players. I'd love to just pick their brain and have those conversations at some point. So that's in the works, trying to find the right people to host an interview with. And so my relationship with Baccarat was very seamless, very natural, organic type situation. Neither party, we both need each other. It's one of those trade-offs. Like, I enjoy the gambling platform. I enjoy this environment, the odds and statistics, and they have somebody that can voice their information and kind of be put on the rally hat for Baccarat, right? And I'm happy to do so. And people who participate, great. People who don't, great. That's okay. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I hope everybody finds value in what I'm putting out here. That's all. Take it or leave it. For those who are participating, though, I do want to give as much information as I can, strategy, really run through the site. There are some aspects to the site that can be a little confusing or not intimidating, but the more comfort we have, maybe seeing someone else play live, like myself, if you're viewing, whether you're on live or you watch the video later, just watching someone else go through the motions of placing these bets and kind of talking through the mindset. I think that gives confidence, and it kind of just comes full circle with some thoughts and maybe some of your other experiences that you've had gambling with other similar platforms even. So let's go through. I think I still actually need to spin the wheel today. I do. So let's spin the wheel, see what we get. They're working on some things like this too. I know so we get 5 card token, and that's very common. I've gotten 10 before. I think I got 10 card token once, and primarily 5, but they're working on the spin the wheel. They're working on how to exchange the card tokens for USDT, how many you'll get, the structure, the ins and outs of that are being worked on. They're also working on withdrawals and deposits. There's a few tweaks they need to make it more streamlined, especially on the withdrawal side. Because the site's so new, just for the safety of everybody's money, including theirs, of course, they want to make sure it's really well secured. And they've been doing some formal audits on most withdrawals over a certain dollar amount to just protect the money for right now. Once they get everything sorted out, things moving, the gears rolling, that won't be a non-issue. Okay, so we've spun the wheel. Let's go through the Baccarat launch competition real quick. So there's 4 different events that equal up to the $200,000 USDT. We have the first one, the largest prize pool, the total crash one, up to 144,000 USDT. So Team Savant has been created. I've got several members of people who have registered for Team Savant. You can click on it's a little bit different. On your page, it will look a little different as how to enter. But basically, you'll end up going to the teams button here. And I think I'm on page 5, and I am. So I have 5 members that are on my team. I have myself. I have Lauren Ash 18. I have Harper Magnolia. I have TPSJ 777. And I also have AND HIK ADP. So there's 5 of us. We're going to be competing for a large prize pool. There's no cap on the amount of people that are able to enter or become part of Team Savant. So you're welcome to jump on at any time if you'd like. You do have to carry a balance of, I believe, $100. And all this is broken down. So here's like the overview for the first crash. First place gets 50% of the prize pool. All the percentages are broken down to 10th place. It talks about the total amount of participants, the prize pool, and so on and so forth. So we do want to focus on these aspects. We have the total crash 2, which is a prize pool up to $40,000. This is an individual profit competition. We have top team, the largest team contest. This is a prize pool of $14,000. And also the Grand Lotto lucky draw. Hey, Wally, I'm going to find out if there's a way that you can gain more coins by inviting people. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I will certainly find out, try to get you some more card tokens. Hey, C-Lab, what's up, man? I know you're loving the Baccarat platform, right? Taking up some of your free time, huh? Me too. It's fun. So we can go down the rabbit hole with the information here. He's hooked. Yeah, I know. It's fun, man. And that's what we're doing today. So like I told everybody who's watching right now or who will see this video in the future, I know it's midday here. People are working, and I've had to do my last 2 live streams the middle of the day while I've got a break between working and my family life, man. So it's these aren't desirable times for me either, even though I'm here live, it's working out, but I'd love to do like a Saturday stream or later in the evening, where people are off work 6, 7 o'clock or something, and have some time to sit down and really just enjoy it, but it's midday. I'm squeezing it in. I've got about an hour and a half of a window here to make this fly. And thank you everybody for being here. Let me read through the comments real quick. Wally says, "You the man, Savant." Hey, you are too. Everybody here is so supportive, and what a community, man. I'm not pressing this on anybody. I'm not there. Like, I don't need to keep stating that, but I watch a lot of content like this, and it's all about delivery. The people who want to play on a platform like this are going to. So I don't need to sit here and try to sell anybody or pressure anybody, or it's all for fun. It's fun for Baccara. They have, I think, 14 or 15,000 people who have registered already to their site in like 3 weeks. So they're going to do just fine in any event. Okay. I'm here to kind of be a voice and represent them. Of course, we have a great partnership. They pay me in Bitcoin, by the way, which I think is pretty cool. And that's it. I love the content. I love gambling. I love gambling with an edge. So I want to make that very clear. And to have everybody here supporting Baccara, supporting Gambling Savant, I view all of you as friends, honestly. And this friendly banter back and forth in the chat, in my YouTube channel, in the comments down below on Twitter, I've met a lot of great people. And I know for a fact that if I went out to eat, get a bite to eat with Wally or C-Lab or whoever, it'd be like we knew each other forever. That's how I want my channel and my community to be formed and continue that way. Okay. And you can feel that. That's not something that has to be forced. If it does, that's not a good thing. Right. So let's see what you guys got to say here. Lester. Yeah. You too, man. I didn't see your latest chat there. Lester and I go out to the pub or shoot the breeze like we've known each other for 10 years. You know what I mean? Lester says, "All right, guys, y'all have a good day. I got a customer coming. I got to write an estimate. Got to go. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Keep up the great content, brother. Your channel is awesome." Thank you, Lester. Close that deal, man. C-Lab spent most of all night playing working strategies. Yeah. C-Lab says, just got off a 3-hour binge. Just keep it going on the side. Yeah. I watched Single Crash. It actually crashed last night. So what happened, C-Lab, on the single crash? What happened? You watched a single crash actually? Oh. Are you talking like in real life, or are you talking about on Baccara? So $11.5 trillion and just kept going. No way. Jeez. You're kidding. That's wild. Yeah. I've played a whole lot on here. I mean, I play every day for some length of time. I've seen some pretty wild things too. You know what I've seen too, which is crazy? I've seen some crazy bets. People who will bet even like up to $100 USDT, and the multiplier gets to 3, it gets to 4, 5, 7, 9, and they're not cashing out. The thing crashes at like 9.8, and they weren't going to take that profit. You know what I'm saying? So it's all relative to someone's risk or the amount of money they have. I understand, but I'm thinking to myself, like $100 bet at 7, 8, 9x, I'm out. I mean, period. I don't care how much money I have. I'm out. You know what I mean? So it's just funny to see people's risk tolerance and what it is they're aspiring to for any given round. It's fun. That's very intriguing to me. So everybody, go through the tabs over here, spin the wheel, the promotions. If you want to join Team Savant, be happy to have you. Okay, so let's start with some single crash. We've got one player betting USDT. Everybody else is with Kara tokens. I would play with Kara tokens. I just have so few since I burned all of them up in the demo crash competition. Let's do something that I was doing last time. Now, I don't want to be a broken record, but we were kind of doing the martingale betting strategy last time. And I really want to go back through that because I didn't do too many rounds. I'm doing 3, 4, 5 rounds on any given video just to showcase the betting style and more to show the configuration of where like, for example, your betting boxes on the left side, your multiplier boxes on the right, so on and so forth. So I really wanted to just get the fundamentals down. Let's go back to the same strategy, see if we can yield any kind of profit. We'll do a martingale of sorts, which I'm not in favor of. It's a perfect strategy that can't lose, but the house always puts restrictions on. They put a twist on the martingale so that you can't beat the house, obviously, right? So that's why I'm not a fan of it, because now the edge is back in their favor, of course, which most of the times it is, unless you're card counting in blackjack and have a real positive count or something, right? But I think we can fare quite well. I think we can fare quite well, not only because it's martingale, but because we have the trend bar. Honestly, there's a lot of value in this trend bar. So C-Lab, 11.5 trillion multiplier on Baccara. Obvious glitch. You sent them a message. Yeah. Yeah. See, Wally, it wasn't letting him cash out yesterday. I don't know about that. I would, if you're still having trouble or if you were successful today, let me know. But even if you were successful today, send them a message, or I will. They need to know that, because while I'm here voicing their content, this is just part of the deal. We want to make sure that these issues are ironed out. The more information, like if they don't know about a problem, they can't fix a problem, right? I used to always say that when I was running my businesses. Guys, if there's an issue with something, you have to let me know, because I can't fix problems if I don't know about them. You know what I'm saying? So one of us should probably send them a message just to give them a little heads up and support the progression of their fine tuning in that. So C-Lab, yeah, man, I want to play with USDT only because my bankroll's so low, or I'm going to. I want to play with Kara tokens though, because that's how I want to test these strategies. I agree with you, dude. So C-Lab has been doing one Kara token with a 400x, and it's been working. He's never cashed out. Wow. So are you putting it on repeat bet? Are you allowing the rounds to just continuously go with the auto bet feature? Let it ride auto bet. So you said no, it kept going. You were at 400 and it passed, just kept going until I clicked. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's an error for sure. I guess it was an error that you benefited from. Is that right? So here's the deal. Here's the good news. Okay. When you're on either the single crash or the dual crash, you have the history here. Okay. So if there's a situation like that where you're betting, especially USDT, go to history, you'll have, like, let's say this round that's playing out right now, okay, it busted at 4.72. If something crazy happened or there was a glitch or something that you experienced, here it is, okay? Game number 791-57170. Here's the hash number, and there's the multiplier that we just experienced on the last round. Take that information, plug it into an email, and let them know what happened. I will guarantee you, I mean, we are dealing with an algorithm of sorts. It's a brand new site. I'm not saying there's issues with it, but it sure sounds like there's a bug here and there. So whether or not it favors you in that situation, I guess if it favors you, you might want to be quiet, but kind of kidding. But no, depending on the situation, let the team know, and they'll sort things out. The customer service is really good. So there he goes. He sent them a message with the game number and screenshot. Good. That's, yeah, we want to be honest with things right now, so that people can experience the true aspect of the platform and have the confidence to wage their bets, right? Kind of voided the game, but you had one card token. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if something like that happens. I tested the site for a week or 10 days prior to the initial launch, with other individuals that were in a position like me. And I can say I saw a few things like that too, a little buggy. The good news is they've been very quick to sort through those issues and very responsive to any issues as far as like you messaging them, so they've been really quick to respond and do their part. So let's do $2. Let's do $2. Let's set a 100X because it'll just give us the window. And let me think here. Let's not do that. Let's do, so at 2X, we double our money, right? Let's look at the history real quick. So we've had quite a few of 2, 3, 4, 5X's actually, which, it's like roulette. They say each round is individual. It doesn't matter at all what the prior round was, right? I know that's a fact, but there are trends too. So like, let's watch this next round. I have a feeling it'll bust in the ones there. Look at that. 1.05, right? I don't love this history because I've seen so many situations where they go, there it is. Look at this. There's a 1X bust. I was getting ready to bet. Okay. If I wouldn't have looked at the history here, we'd have just lost 2 bets in a row for sure. So there's another bust in the single digit. Look at this, right? C-Lab lost the 400X, but he's not too worried. He placed about 1,000 bets. Okay. 1,000. Yeah, I know, man. Hey, yeah. 0.01%. Not bad. There's still a glitch, but it's pretty good odds. I feel pretty confident with that right now. Things will only get better too, right? And the fact that they have the information here that you can send to them, gives me confidence anyways. So look at that. Look what happened here. There's another bust in the ones. Okay. We've got 4 out of the last 5 rounds busting below 1.5 multiplier. I'd be wiped out. You know, there's another one. Look at this. So if we hadn't looked at the history, which is so nice that they offer this feature with the trends and that, I mean, we'd have been wiped out unless we were betting a super low multiplier, which I do sometimes. But let's jump into a $2 bet next round and see what happens. Let's see. C Lab says 2 at 1.1 or below. Go big for the next 3. Half your stack and at 1.1 cash out. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to test too. Like there's these windows or these pockets. Like look at this round right here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the last 6 rounds below 1.5, and now we rip to who knows what. We're already at 30x. This is where things get interesting because I'm not quite sure really how to digest this right here, to be honest. I mean, we're looking at an 80x, I mean, now we're 100, 110. What's going on? Like, are you really letting this thing ride if you're playing? 131 multiplier. All right, let's jump in. We'll try to take a small profit, or we'll bet next round. It's crazy to see because like that last round won 131x, right? Like I think to myself, was I really gonna let that thing go, even though we just experienced that? Probably not, All right, hold on a second here. Let's go. Yeah, let's do single crash. Let's put in we'll just do a 10x multiplier. We'll cash out, at 1.3 or 4 maybe. All right, we took some profit. So we bet $2, we win 49 cents, which came out to a 1.25x. So a half a dollar. You keep doing that over and over. Like sometimes I'll even cash well before that. Like, let's see. There we go. There's 34 cents. So now we're at what? 83 cents in 2 rounds, betting $2. I mean, it's not bad. Using the Martingale deal, I have gotten to betting, starting with $1 wager. I have got to, I guess it was what, 1632, like 64. I've gotten up pretty high where I've had to like really start getting at it with larger bets to recover. So there we go again. We're up over $1 in 3 rounds. So what I'm doing here is trying to figure out like, so based on the last 3 rounds, I've got to go 3 more rounds to capture my initial $2, right? We've got to make sure it's worth it to continue this way because I'm doing it at random. I don't have a strategy as far as a specific multiplier. We can certainly do that, and we will in a little bit here, but I'm doing it at random right now, just by feel. Most of my cash outs are going to be within, 1.09 and 1.3. To be honest, that's kind of my window where I like to get out. And it's at random though. It's totally just guessing, which I don't love. Then you have to factor in, like, how many times do I have to do that to surpass my initial wager of $2? We've got to profit more than $2 in the event that we bust, because then we have to start over, but we've lost $2. And if we haven't made the $2, then it's like a losing proposition. You know what I'm saying? So let's try this again. Let's take a small profit, even like 20 or 30 cents. There we go. 28 cents. Okay. Now, percentage wise, that's a great return. A $2 bet, you make what, 14% in 2 seconds? You know what I mean? So like, you keep doing that over and over and over, and you can't do it over and over and over. I mean, there's going to be rounds that we lose. There's a 16-cent profit, and it busted at 1.24. So we would have gotten whacked trying to go any higher. You know, it's like no method to the madness. At the same time, there's method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? 17-cent winner. We're looking at like 8.5%, 9% return on your money. Better than the stock market, right? So, you know, this is entertaining though, because now here, look, let's look at our bets here that we've just wagered. Okay. Our first one was 49 cents. So we're at 49, we're at 83. Call it $1.20, $1.50. We're like at about $1.80 profit right now in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds, $1.80 profit. So we are 90%. We've captured in profit 90% of our initial wager. Okay, so we've made 90% on our $2 investment. The amount you're investing is irrelevant. It's about the percentages always. What if we had $10,000 wagered right here? We would have made $9 grand already. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the dollar amount. It's about the percentages, the ROI. Did we get lucky? Not really, because look, we've gone from 1.08 multiplier where we've manually cashed out up to the highest multiplier that we've cashed out was 1.25. Stock market is not this exciting. Yeah, no doubt, Wally. Okay, so let's look and see what the odds are of a 1.25 multiplier. Is 78% based on their calculations here. Okay, so let's look at a 1.09 or 1.08, which was a low. So at 1.08, you've got over a 90% chance of hitting that wager and being profitable. Okay, so like, yeah, there's still 10% chance of losing is not amazing either. We're going to lose at some point, right? But we want to find a way to make a little bit more than the times that we get whacked and the round crashes at 1.01, right? Where we have no chance of taking any profit. C-Lab says, I lost 300 plus rounds before my 400 hit, making about 75 Cara. Okay, that's cool. I like to hear that. And that's where I was wondering. I'm going to have to play around with some more long-term auto bet, larger multiplier type strategy and see what I can come up with, like what you're doing, toying around with it. And there's definitely, we'd have to run some numbers and figure out really what we're looking at, because the more I think about this, I don't want to overwhelm myself or anybody listening. There's magnitude of strategies that we could come up with potentially. I mean, sky is the limit as far as that goes. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, he says it's not as exciting putting it on auto bet, trying to hit the 400x, but feels like a Bitcoin miner. Yeah. So I hope, I mean, it sure seems like it. I hope everybody loves the more of the odds and the statistics behind this than even I love playing it. Don't get me wrong, but numbers are very interesting, and we're all involved in crypto. It's all numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, it's very intriguing. So many bet options to play around with, though. Yeah, exactly. You know, we'll figure it out. That's going to be my goal. Once I get through we're into the first month or through the first month with our partnership, we're going to run all the way through October and likely continue the partnership with Bacara. They'll let me know if they're satisfied with the results. They're very happy right now. So I hope that we can continue the relationship. I think it's a win-win for everybody. And we will really have some live streams where they might be boring, borderline nerdy, but we'll get down and dirty with some figures, some calculations, and really try to fine tune concrete strategies that we know won't work every time. We know they won't work forever. But if you get on any kind of run where we know we can profit with a certain strategy, you could really do well and have a lot of fun at the same time. You know what I mean? And that's part of the fun, like having individuals in here like Wally and C Lab and Lester and some of the other familiar names. I think that's part of the fun. I'm a poker player. I've always talked strategy with certain people in my life and friends and other competitors, call it, people I know from around the table. And you talk strategy, you know what I'm saying? It's like going to, fantasy football league or something. You talk odds and stats and who's who, and it's just kind of fun. No, I have not played Wink. Wally says, have you ever played Wink? Runs on Tron, played it a long time ago. This reminds me of Wink, he says. No, I have not played Wink. I don't know what that is. It's funny that they use Tron, though, because I haven't been involved with Tron, but I did hold it temporarily at one point, and I actually paid somebody out in Tron before, which I thought was kind of strange, but maybe that's a desirable token for that type of, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I was thrown off by the fact that the individual wanted me to pay them in Tron, but it worked. It was successful. So let's see here. All right, let's get back to let's do a fixed multiplier. Let's do a 1.04. It'll yield us 8 cents on a $2 bet. Let's try to do it like a handful of times in a row and just see what we got. Okay. We'll look at the history real quick. I think we're okay to jump in on this one. Not that we're going to be able to predict the future exactly from the history box here, but you know what I mean? So let's jump in. Let's do a 1.04. Wally says it's still around. We just won our bet, by the way, 1.04x. It's still around. He just saw it on Google. Pretty good. Robert Simmons says, I thought there was an update about CSC last Thursday. Wally says, you got me hooked, Savant. Hey, I hope that's a good thing. It is. It certainly is fun. Robert, give me 1 second here. Sorry about that. I've got a Rhodesian Ridgeback and a German Shepherd puppy that one of them just learned how to open doors. So I'm not sure what to make of that. I guess in a life-saving situation, it might come in handy, but otherwise it's kind of annoying. All right. So Let's bet next round at 1.04. Robert Simmons. Hey, I don't want to overlook your comment there. He said, again, I thought there was an update about CSC. There is an update. The latest blog written by JC Collins and Quad Jacks basically went through the fact that Casino Coin has been relisted on 2 exchanges that did allow for trading and exchanging prior to the revamping of the project and the transfer over to the XRPL. So while it's not the groundbreaking news that we're all anxiously awaiting as far as additional new exchanges and a top 15 exchange, contracts with casinos, and also having access to use the Casino Coin Lobby X app, we have not heard that yet, but a statement that followed the latest blog, and that is good news. Don't overlook that as not, significant news. It really is. It allows all of that group of people to get back involved with Casino Coin, and is a good driver for things to come in the future. It really is. There's lots of benefits too. There's, we've got staking now and some aspects that we don't want to overlook, because it wasn't the Hollywood news that we're all looking for, but in the long run, it's pretty substantial. Those 2 exchanges add to the puzzle pieces, right? And we want that full painting to be created in the end. So no breaking news, let's put it that way. But they did state that there's a ton of more information to come. Quad Jack says it's going to be like the piñata effect. There's going to be a lot of information dropping shortly. And I think that's true. And like I said in my latest videos, let's bet this round before I get into it. So did we win that last bet? Yeah, we did. So we're 2-2 on the 1.04s. We're 3-3. We just won this one. So what I've stated, in some of my latest videos, about Casino Coin, if Casino Coin was dealing with one online casino to launch the Casino Coin Lobby X app, I think things would be a lot more fluid and easier to just dot their I's, cross their T's, make sure that this online gambling site is compliant with rules and regulations and certified and licensed, and it'd be over. Okay, we're 4-4 with this strategy. Okay, let's go again. I think there's more than one casino that is involved with the initial launch of the Casino Coin Lobby X app. So think about it in the terms of, what if it's 3 or 4 casinos? They all have their own business. They all have to get familiar with Casino Coin. They have to implement the Casino Coin Lobby X app. They have to make sure all of their employees understand how the technology works, go through some sort of formal training to make sure they can handle and facilitate these transactions and use the technology. You have maybe some licensing issues or some documentation. You have marketing. You have coding. You have to revamp the entire site to allow for the CSC token to be accessible, up like if you're going to want to deposit or withdraw, right? So one casino could be hanging up. They might be 98% complete with the project, but until that 3rd or 4th or 5th casino is 100% race ready for the launch, they can't go live because of one entity. And I don't think it's Casino Coin. I think it's likely a slight delay from one of the operators. I don't know that. It's just a guess, but something to think about. And we're talking large sums of money. You're talking partnerships or contracts, very formal. It's not just like plug and play in the sense that there's a lot of security. You have the back office aspect where you can audit any transaction that's taken place with Casino Coin on the XRPL. If there's an issue with the payout or a jackpot that's won, or large payments, large transfers. So there's much, much more to it than any of us probably even know. I mean, I'm listing off some very general things, but it's much more in depth than that even, I think. So keep that in mind. Okay. I think that's why we don't just go live immediately with the X app. Now look at this, everybody. All right. We're doing quite well with this betting strategy. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 9-9. I missed that betting round. We would be 10-10 right now. Okay. Which isn't crazy. That's actually percentage wise supposed to happen, or statistically supposed to happen, but that's profit. I like it. Any dollar amount. I don't care if it's a penny. If we're profiting, we're profiting. We can always change the dollar amount that we're wagering. Right now, I just want to get a feel for, are we going to continue this betting strategy or not? See, we would be 11-11. I missed that one round. Let's not count it. We're 10-10, but wow. I mean, let's go again. 1.04. There it is. 12-12. All right. So yeah, these aren't the most exciting ways to wager bets. I mean, we're super low multiplier. There's C-Lab. Hey, he's liking it. Thumbs up. Dude, I mean, what's the objective of the game? To win, right? I mean, let's go again. Let's go until we bust, I guess, right? And just see. I don't care if we bust. I just want to see how long this can go. I mean, are we going to go 30 or 40 rounds? I have no idea. Now, percentage wise, we're supposed to have busted it. I mean, well, 7 out of 100, 3.5 out of 50. Let's go again. We'll bust soon, I think. But I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this list. Look at the history here. All winners. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. I'm almost tempted to drop it like to 1.03 for some reason. There we go again. We win. I mean, what if you're doing this with, see, I wouldn't, for some reason, I wouldn't feel comfortable betting $20 to win 80 cents as opposed to betting. I know it's the same exact thing, but isn't that weird? Like the 8 cents, it actually adds up. The funny thing is it does add up. I mean, we're not doing anything. We're just sitting here. Let's drop it to 1.03. I just have my gut feeling for some reason. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we win. There's 6 cents. So, I mean, let's look at this now. 1, 2. So we've won 14 in a row. Should have been 15. I do want to mention that only because I want to test. I want to get a true test sample of if this works or not. There's 16. Okay. 16 in a row. Now it's small profit. So we need to consider that, but what I'm trying to figure out, and we win again. There's 17 in a row. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it would be worth trying this with a larger wager. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it worth even $50? I know that would be a hit if you just bust out at 1x and you lose $50 in 2 seconds. But what I'm doing is trying to prepare for larger wagers in the future because I'm willing to do that. I think mathematically I'm willing to take the risk because I want to make some money. I mean, the 8 cents, the 6 cents, I'm not sneezing on it, but I would like to see a little bit larger profit, to be honest. So here's C Lab. What's he say here? 0.08 times 300. 24 versus 72 on his 400 tech. Let's figure this out. So what happened last round? Let me read this. Yeah, okay. Now we're 18. There's 19 in a row, guys. 19 in a row. Maybe that's to be expected. I think it is, but if you leave it, let's figure this out. Love it. Yeah, I love this too. I really do. This is fun. If you leave it at 1.03 on auto bet, will it bet for you even if you turn your computer off? No, not if you turn your computer off. I don't think. Maybe. That'd be wild. Maybe. Well, let's figure that out. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Now we're at 20 in a row. I mean, how long does this go? There's 21. Guys, I mean, this is not big profit, but we're not betting big dollars. So like it could be though. Look at this. I mean, we're scrolling down, all winners. I don't think we've lost a bet. I started all the way down here at 1.25x. He's trying to make money while he sleeps. Something is something. Yeah, dude, I'm with you. Like, look at this. Okay, this number here, the 1.25x was the first round that I wagered any money. I've wagered $2 every single time. We got to bet again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. And we won again. There's 23 or something's crazy right now. Okay. So maybe if your computer's not actually off, but his has gone to sleep and he came back to some winners. So yeah, looks like that is a possibility. Build a wall of pennies. It all adds up. I'm telling you, man, look at this. This is 24, 5 in a row. Let me see what it's at. I don't know if I can even count this. It's too crazy right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's 10. Let's get in the next round. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 in a row. 27 in a row. Zero De Niro. Hey, man. 28 in a row. Look at this. We're crushing it, guys. Hey, 6 cents at a time, 8 cents at a time. It's entertaining. We're all having a good time, right? Making a little money. I'd encourage, look, the point of this, how foolish would you feel if you put $40? Oh, we got to bet 29 in a row. Okay. How foolish would you feel if you put 40 or $50 in this box and it crashes at 1.01? Like, I don't know. I actually like the small wins. I like the penny talk. We have no risk. There's no risk here. Look at this. Is crazy. This is going to be 30. If we win this, this will be 30. Actually, it would be 30 in a row already. We missed that one bet, or maybe a couple even. 30 confirmed on the history, 30 bets in a row. Okay. Now let's get back to the point of all of this. We're not going to retire off this, but that's not the point anyways. The point's to have fun and this is free entertainment. Now I could bust right now and lose 85% of our profit and start over. We win again. There's 31. So I'm not going to, we'll count the final tally at the end. Let's go until we bust. Okay. I actually want to see, this is wild. Like, what do you go 50 times in a row? I don't know. We win again. We can't stop now. We're in deep. And I don't care if I lose the $2 just for live stream purposes, obviously. I mean, it's fine. Unbustable. Look, we win again. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well, man. We got Wally Crypto, C-Lab, Zero De Niro, just a few people in here. I didn't expect to have, 30 or 40 people in here on a Friday at noon. You know what I mean? Believe me. But people will watch this video later. That's usually the case anyways. I did want to go live, though. I like going live because we can talk like this. When I put out a structured video, I like doing that, but it's like I've got to correspond with people down in the chat, and that's cool. But if I had the option to go live, we win again. Look at this. I love interacting with everybody like this, even if there's just a couple people on here. You guys know what's up. I mean, this is fun. I'm enjoying my time. I just like to witness. This might be a big round here. I got a feeling we're going to go over 10x. No, 5.5 still good. But how do you, these low multipliers make sense to me. The 3, 4, 5x, like the 400x, which C Labs was doing, makes more sense to me than like a 7x. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but those mid-range multipliers, I don't have a strategy. That's number one. That's where I fall short to begin with. But I can't get a grasp on how to make sense of that. Like shooting for a 6.5 multiplier, you know what I mean? Why? I don't know. Like I can't, I'm either a low multiplier. I'll do it by feel and manually cash out, or I'll set I don't usually go 400. I have yet to do that. But I will do like a 20, 30, 40, 50x, sometimes 100x, and let several rounds run, or several dozen even sometimes. But excuse me, those mid multipliers, I don't have a good feel for it yet. I mean, I want to go play Dual Crash and hop over there. I don't know if we can stop doing this, though. This is crazy. What should we do, guys? Whoever's still on the stream, head over to Dual Crash or let this keep rolling. So when the time comes, if you guys ever want to deposit USDT, you've probably already seen it in the videos. Super simple. You can use crypto or other forms of deposit. I just want to mention that. It's not like you couldn't figure it out, but it is very easy. And you could do this. Like, it's just as good to do with car tokens. They're valuable. But if you did want to throw $50 in here and mess around with this with a couple dollars, I mean, look at how much entertainment this is. For me anyways. This is nuts. That was a low bust, 1.18. But now we're getting to the point where I can't even count these. I don't want to count these again. He says check dual. Yeah, I agree, man. Let's hop over there. This is getting obnoxious almost. But look at this. I mean, winner, we didn't lose. Guys, we didn't lose one round. I'm not saying that's going to be the case for everybody every time or at all, but like, wow. All right. So I have not been really good at betting ties or pairs. I've really been focusing on this little martingale deal, trying to predict the next round with these trend lines and stuff. So let's go red just for $1. Because the martingale deal here gets kind of wild. I've gotten up to, like I said, I think $64 I had to bet to get my original wager back. And I would have been at 128 after that. And I'm like, it gets up there. So we lose our first bet at $1. Here's what I've been doing. $1 wager. I follow up. If I lose, I follow up with another $1 wager. Then I start to double. Then I'll go to 2, 4, 8, 16, so on and so forth. And I've gotten stuck 6 or 7 or 8 bets before, and whatever $64 equaled. And it was kind of wild. So there's a tie. It's not a bad bet. I actually might start throwing those in there, but to do the martingale, you have to be structured with red or blue. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't throw in a tie or a pair if you're going to do this type of martingale system, call it. So those bets are irrelevant for the time being, you know. But I'm sure there's some sort of strategy for it. All right, blue wins again. So we're 0-2. We're going to double up to $2. See what happens here. And we win. So we're back to square one. They do take a little rake, though, to 0 De Niro. Got to go. Catch you later, peeps. See you, man. See you, 0 De Niro. We'll go back to $1. So look at what I'm doing here. All right, we win the $1. So when you win, they take 5%, or they don't pay you 100% on your bet. They pay you 95%. That's how they beat the system as far as people being able to use the martingale strategy, okay? Baccarat was just released in September, Wally, just a few weeks ago, actually. So there's a tie. So here's the deal. The martingale system, as most of us probably know, is an unbeatable strategy in theory. In the case of Baccarat, like in the case of a brick and mortar casino, they'll set max bet limits so that you can't keep doubling. There's a point, there comes a point where they don't allow you to bet any larger to break the martingale system, okay? In the case of Baccarat, when you lose your entire wager. When you win, they scrape off that little 5%. So on a $1 wager, they pay you 95 cents when you win, but they take the full $1 when you lose. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's how they protect themselves. There's a 5%. They capture 5%. And what I'm trying to do is figure out how to buffer the 5% now. So we lose to blue. Excuse me, guys. Got a frog in my throat here. Yeah, you do. So let's bet again. We're profiting using this so far. Let's keep more track of our wins here. We're 2 bets ahead, just FYI. We're still 2 bets ahead. We had just lost the last round, so we were 1 ahead. Now we're back to 2 bets ahead. Is martingale the just double your loss? Yeah, it is actually. And there's variations of it. So like technically, yes, the martingale is just double your bet, but you have to work around whatever rule or regulation they have set up, if you know what I'm saying. So we lose to blue. We're still up 2 bets. We'll bet another $1. Yeah, so there's ways to like Yeah. Yeah. C-Lab. Yes. Okay. So now we've got a double. Let's try that. So we just lost 2 in a row. We're going to double our bet now. Let's go to 2.1. That'd be right. Yeah. Based on, I think, yeah, let's try this. Because that's 5%. They're still going to take the 5%, but it would pay you $2. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we lose. So let's go 4.2. I think, no, I think you're right. Because think about it, if you bump it 5% and they take the 5%, you're wiping out the house edge. Yeah, you're risking more, but you are so it's only if you win that you're buffering it though. So we win $3.99, effectively $4. I think it works. But you lose more when you lose. If you lose, you lose 5% more, right? Yeah, that's an interesting one. We'll have to think about that. I like it though. I like that. Because we're not looking to lose, we're looking to win. So when we win, we win 95 cents. When we win, we're winning the wager that we had intended for the strategy anyways, right? I think we're on the same page as far as what we're thinking here. And so the trend bar isn't super useful at the moment as far as, wow, we win again. Cool. As far as gathering a lot of information, I mean, now we do have a couple. That last column shows us a trend. I almost want to go blue. Let's go blue. Let's try it. We got 3 blues, 3 reds. Now it could go 4 or 5 more reds, right? We're gambling. We switched over to blue. Initial wager of $1. We are profiting. Not going to argue with that. And yeah, see, there it is, red. We would have continued winning. Let's go blue again. Let's stick with it. All for fun here. We want to try to, why'd I switch, right? I don't know. What if it was blue that round? Would we have been geniuses or, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to switch over at some point. So and it's red again. So there's 5 in a row. So now we have to double. Let's double the 2.1. We'll stick with blue. Wally says, I know Casino Coin is your number one, but have you taken a look at Polker or Redodo? I've heard a lot about Redodo recently. I think did you mention it or someone else? I have not. There's a few things that I'm learning from this live stream that I need to take a look at that several of you have mentioned. And I appreciate that. I love, wow, we win 1-0. That's unusual. Cool. So we're back to square one. Let's stick with blue. Back to $1. No, Wally. I have not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You were talking about how when it launched, there was good support or excitement about it, I believe. Yeah. No, I need to look into all that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'm actually going to write that down right now. So we lose to red. Let's bet another $1. I guess we could do like 1.1. Let's do it just for fun. All right. Polker. And Redodo. So we lose that again. So now let's double to, so we lost $1.10. Let's go to 2.2. Stick with blue. C Lab says, so now we need to cover the last 0.01. So let's try. The more we move it. Yeah, right. We just won. Okay. They took 11 cents out of that. This is crazy, isn't it? Some math whiz. Well, we're all pretty good with math, I would imagine. It's actually my specialty, but we can't just do it in our heads. We'd have to get down and dirty with statistics here. I don't know. It seems, I mean, we're profiting, you know what I mean? That's for sure. I don't know if we can increase our profit or decrease our losses, like you're saying, with the 0.01 in that. I hear what you're saying. 2.15x on loss. Yeah. We can tweak it. Because if we're talking hundreds of rounds here, right? I mean, on auto bet and our computers sleeping. 10, yeah, it's a loser. So now, okay, let's do it. Would you say 2.15x? So we lost 2 in a row. That's okay. Like, I don't even mind losing these, because I know if we structure the wager properly, we're going to make up for like we're trying to do right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if we lose 3 in a row, 4 in a row, whatever. It's going to happen. If you don't expect that to happen, probably not a great idea to be playing now. So I guess in theory, let's go 4.3. Let's put it this way: with the bankroll that I have on here, the money they've paid me, and I have a relatively large sum on here. I don't think I can go bust. I don't really want to bet $300 to get my dollar back, believe me, but I will. Okay, so on a $4.30 we win. They took 21 cents. I mean, that's not a ton, but we have to figure this out, because I like. Here's the problem. Here, look, if we lost to, yeah, 4.3. Yeah, we won that. They took 21 cents out of the 4.3. And we win 95 cents now. So we're always battling that 5%, man. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. Like, that's the deal, though. Like, we would never lose otherwise. So I get it. I respect the fact that they protect themselves that way. Wally says they got to integrate XRP. I'm transferring Bitcoin. Yeah. I know Bitcoin. What's going on, man? It's a dog, you know, it just is. So we lose. Let's go another $1. We're fighting that 5%, as we all know, but that's it. So when you're thinking later or practicing around with CAR tokens or USDT, whatever, think about how to battle the 5%. That's the house edge, essentially, in the case of using the martingale system, right? So we win. We're back to even as far as the last 2 rounds go. We're starting over with our first fresh initial wager. We're making money, guys. I mean, I don't know what the dollar amount is. We're winning. Like, I don't know how, as far as like, if those little bumps up, the 0.15s and the 0.1s and 3s and stuff, it's doing something, right? Here's the problem. So we lose that one. We'll go $1 again. Here's the problem. Fresh fish, yo, right back at you, man. What's up? Here's the problem. If you lose 2 or 3 or 4 rounds in a row and you're betting $1, $2, $4, even $8, it's not a big deal. The little bit extra, the 5% that you're tacking on to your bets to make up for the 5% that they don't pay you, So we win. We're back to $1 again. Fresh start. Here's the problem. What if you lose 7 in a row and you've put an extra 5% on every single bet for 7 rounds in a row? Do you see what I'm saying? And now you're betting $64 and you lose, and they take, or no. Yeah, let's say you bet $64 or what should have been $64, but you upped it 5%. Now you're betting almost 70 or 67 or 8. What happened there? Did we? Oh, we lost that. Okay, so we'll go blue again. You're losing $1, $2, and $3 at a time because you're bumping up the 5% to make up for the 5%, right? And in larger increments of betting, that can add up. So I don't know. Now we're doubling. So we've lost 2 in a row. Let's go 2.15. Yeah, there's lots of thinking to do here. Somebody has figured out a pretty solid strategy, I would have to imagine. We're not far off. I like the martingale here. I do. In this format, I like martingale. I really do. So we tie. That's okay. Here's the good news, guys. If you tie, meaning that green hits in roulette, they take your money. The tie is essentially a 0 or double 0 on a roulette wheel, right? They don't take your money. That's big, honestly, in my opinion. That's real big because they could, and I wouldn't think a whole lot of it, and they don't. It's a big advantage. Look at 2 ties in a row. In roulette, we're getting whacked both times. You know what I'm saying? They don't take your money. It's huge, really. Also, the rounds go so fast with their house edge to be able to get rounds in this quickly. They don't have to do that. I think that's why they don't. It would be a turnoff at some level. So we win. They take 11 cents from that bet though. It's a rake, man. It's just like playing poker. So we're back to $1. It's like playing poker at a casino and they take, $3 to $5 out of every pot or more. You don't see it, you don't pay attention to it, but it's there. It adds up. So we're betting $1 again, we lose. And we'll do this for a few more minutes. If you guys have anything else to say in the chat, fire away. We'll wrap up in a little bit here. I've had fun. I think we've got a good understanding of both single crash and now dual crash. Now, we haven't gotten into many lengthy different types of strategy. We will. I just want to continue going through the site, getting everybody comfortable and familiar. So now we're at 2.15 again. It does, but run it out forever. And in theory, when we win, we win. You just have to be able to afford letting it ride until you win. If they don't have a cap to prevent it, yeah, that's exactly like we win again. Okay. And we did make up for close. Yeah, we did. We made up for the 5% because we only lost 2 rounds in a row. If you lose 3 or 4 rounds in a row, then us trying to make up for the 5% does start to chip away at our profit when we do win, right? Yeah, you're 100% right, though. They don't have a cap. I mean, I've never experienced it. There's no cap. It's just the 5%. The 5% is the cap, essentially. That's their protection against it. Like the table games or the establishments that have the cap don't have the 5%. You know what I'm saying? So I can deal with the 5%. Now we win. We're back to another start fresh at $1. So this is wild, isn't it? Definitely sparks my interest. I mean, even if I never played with anything except car tokens, I would be having just as much fun. Like, yeah, there's some sort of thrill or sense of excitement using USDT, of course. Now we win. We're profitable, like several dollars for sure doing this, betting $1. Now you do want to have a little bit of a bankroll though. I'm not saying you have to put $500 in here, but man, okay, let's just see. Before we get off the stream here, let's just see. So we could expect to lose what? 7 or 8 in a row, like that's going to happen, right? So let's just say we do. Let's say we lose 8 in a row. And we lose that one. So let's bet another $1. All right, we lose 8 in a row. You're at $1. You're at $2. You're at $4. You're at 8. You're at 16. You're at 32. You're at 64. And you're at 128. Okay, so it gets wild really quick. That's the problem. We lose again. So now we're going back to 2.15. All right, so let's add up the total of starting with $1, going 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. If you add those numbers up, 192. Okay, so now we're at 4.3. Blue again. 63, 127. So you would need $255 to prepare for losing 8 times in a row. Okay. So now we're at, let's go 8.6. See, this is where I don't think the system works perfectly. Once you get into these higher bets, we're betting, well, not exactly, but roughly 5% more. But we've lost several times in a row. So they're getting the 5% additional on each round. And when we do win, we did win. They just took 43 cents on an $8.60 bet. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but over hundreds of hands or rounds, we got to get down and dirty with the math, guys. Next stream, let's put our thinking caps on in between now and then and see what we come up with. But there's definitely something there. Definitely something there to figure out. So we're back to square one. We just lose. We're going $1 again. It's crazy, isn't it? This is wild. Yeah, there's got to be a way. There is, you know. Like, what if you even went exaggerated your bet? You go 1, 1, 3, 7, 15. But it gets crazy though. Then you will need $500 in your bankroll. So we win. We're back to square one. Blue needs to go on a run here. Even like a 2 or 3 or 4 round run would be nice. Get a little profit. Because we got to get the profit, right? We need to win 3 or 4 in a row. Even if we lose the 5th round and start over, we got to capture that little pocket of profit to catch up for the 5%. You know what I'm saying? We win again. That's good. Fresh Fish says single crash, $10. at 1.25 over and over. Yeah, dude. And actually, we didn't do quite that. We did $2. I'll show you in a second what we did. You're exactly right, though. I love that's where I'm going to head next with this. And I didn't bet this round. Let's see if we would have won. I don't know. 9, 12. Yeah, we would have lost. So that's cool. You're exactly right, Fresh Fish. Something like that is what we're trying to figure out. Like, maybe we're not beating the system in the long run, like over thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of hands. Maybe not. But for any given like hour or two that you want to sit down and enjoy yourself and have a chance to really hang in there or be profitable, I think we can do that. I think we can get there. We're close. I mean, we're profiting. I'm up even a couple more dollars right now than I was 5 minutes ago. So whatever we're doing is working. Now in the long run, I don't know if this is effective. I don't have a large enough sample size, right? C-Lab says maybe not a static equation, more dynamic and moving. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I like that's well put, man. Perfect terminology. Here we are again. We lose that one. We're back to double. We're not doubling. We're just sticking with our initial wager for round 2. Yeah. Dynamic and moving. Very much so. Yeah. Can you shift on the fly? Is there something that we're missing here? 2.15. Yeah, I like what you see. If we win this round, let me think. If we win this round, we wipe out we win. Okay. They take the 11 cents. We wipe out the 5% that they would have taken had we won the prior 2 rounds. Yes, we are onto something here. I do believe. Very interesting. Needless to say. Wow, we win 2-1. Cool. And you see this now we're at 77 on the end here. I've got a lot of money in here, relatively speaking, for the size that I play. I don't play very big. I've just kept the money in here. Like I paid Wally Crypto. I paid Wally his $100 cash giveaway prize through my balance. I'm just letting it ride, sitting here for a while. I could certainly use it in other areas, but I can use it here too. I mean, I don't mind having a larger bankroll on here at all. What happened there? Red. So yeah, hey guys, let's put our thinking caps on. I'll follow up with a live stream again next week. In the meantime, let's try to sort through some figures, and I'm sure you guys will be playing. So we lose again. Let's get back to a winner, and we'll wrap up the live stream. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves truly. I hope you're responsible. I mean that in the sense that, like, what we're doing here, this is responsible gambling, okay? This is sharpening your edge. This is thinking. This is using strategy and tactics. And there's 3 or 4 or 5 of us in the chat sorting through how we can be winners. Oh, we lose 8-9. I thought 8 was going to be a good one. All right, so we're at 4.3. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about. If we were sports bettors today, we'd be going through the injury list We'd be going through weather conditions. We'd be going through home field advantage. We win. We're back to square one. We've made some pretty nice profit. I don't know, $5, $10, $12, shooting the breeze here, just clowning around, right? Fine by me. So think about it. Sports bettors, statistics, injury list. Someone's on a run, looking at their batting average, the ERA from the pitchers, stolen bases, weather, home field advantage, who won the first game of a several game series, right? We would be doing this effectively the same thing. Now, betting on a, Padres game or whatever, no one thinks that's weird. You know what I mean? You can go bet, and you don't bet $1 on a baseball game. You're betting $25, $50, $100. C-Lab says, I'm going to send you a message on Twitter or something. Too long for live chat. Here, I'll give you my email. Do you know what I'm saying, though, guys? Like, if I bet a baseball game, just me personally, I'm betting 50 or $100. Like, I don't want to waste my time with a $5 bet on a baseball game that takes 4 hours. Personally, if you want to bet $5 for the St. Louis Cardinals to win, that's fun, man. You got a little skin in the game. It's enjoyable. I'm not dogging anybody for the dollar amount, but for me, like, I'm betting $1 on Baccara very conservatively, very strategically, as opposed to firing off $50 or $100 on a baseball game where I've got zero control. Yeah, I can predict certain things or use certain tools to. If you're betting the money line in baseball, good luck to you, man. That's rough. I've done plenty of it. Very brutal. All of it's brutal. I don't know who's creating the lines on these games, but it seems very manipulated to me a lot of times. So, Wally, 1.03x all day on single crash. Yeah, brother. Hey, let's buzz through that one more time. I think it keeps your history. Yeah. Let's just see what we did here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's 20. $41, guys. 40. So we left. We jumped over to dual crash. We won 41 times in a row at 1.03. Wally says, stuck on auto bet. I'm going to leave it tonight, see what I wake up to. Yeah. That's hilarious, man. If you do that, please send me the results. I'm very curious. I mean, look, how badly could you get hurt? You know what I mean? Realistically, how badly could you get hurt? We won now, and there was several rounds I did miss. I know I missed at least one or two. In the time frame that we did that, I have documented here 41 wins in a row. Now, I know we're at 42 or 3 or 4. Okay, and we left. We could have kept going. I don't know if we would have lost in the meantime. I really don't. I mean, we would have. Now, this is many, many rounds later, but there's a 1x here that just took place recently. So we would have ended up busting at some point, which we know. Yeah, C-Lab's going to stick with the 400x. I'm going to continue. So you guys work on that. I'm going to continue to tweak these figures here, these multipliers on the martingale dual crash red or blue aspect. Here's what I'm also wondering. You guys, we do have red and blue. Okay. The way we've structured this betting, we stuck to one color. I did switch one time, but you know what I'm saying? Majority of the time I've ever tried this, I've only bet this system with one color, always red or always blue. Is there a time or a reason to ever swap and hopscotch back and forth? Like, what if you kept doubling your bet, but you also switched the color at the same time? Might be a terrible idea. It's just something to think about. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's think about this, but I'll stick to the dual crash, put some multipliers, or not some multipliers, but some wagering percentages together, like the 4.15, 4.3, 1.1, all that. See what we can figure out. Also, I'll tinker around with the trend line here, or the trend bar, see if the history means anything as far as switching the colors back and forth. I have no idea. That's what we need to find out, though. So let's do a little homework. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you're enjoying Baccarat. I know you are. So that's great news. I'm enjoying it myself. Look at how much fun we're having here. You know what I mean? This is healthy. It stimulates your brain. It gets you thinking. We've got the camaraderie here. We're all like-minded. We're enjoying the space here. I don't really feel like we're gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we are. That's very obvious. But when you gamble very strategically and responsibly, and you can afford the losses, it's healthy. I do believe that. I don't feel like I'm gambling when I play poker. I usually have an edge. So, do you know what I'm saying? I think we're in a good place with what we have offered to us here. Okay. Let's keep that going. Don't get wild and crazy. If you suffer a loss, let's talk about it. Let's regroup. Let's fine tune some strategy. Let's try to be winners together. I really mean that. This is fun. Okay. Who's in the chat here now? Apex Crypto. What's up? Told you to buy that dip. Always buying the dips, man. I know you did. Thanks for jumping on the chat here, man. We're having a good time. We just kind of finishing up the stream here. You can watch it again if you want. We had a lot of fun. We went through Baccarat's platform. We went through single crash, dual crash, put together some solid strategies just kind of on the fly. Okay. We've got several guys in the chat that are going to do some homework. We're putting together some strategy here, trying to fine tune our wager, our multiplier factor. If you are familiar with crash gambling, then you'll kind of know what we're talking about here. You know, let me do one thing before I head out. Actually, you know what? I'll put the, since a lot of people will watch this after the fact, I'll put the link to register in the descriptions down below. So Apex Crypto, if you're not signed up for Baccarat, you can refer back to one of my latest videos on Baccarat on YouTube, and the link is down below. That'll give you some extra Cara tokens and get you started with the whole fun factor. And I'll also put the link down below once we get off live here in just a minute. And I'd really certainly appreciate if you use that link to sign up. The promo code Savant will already be preloaded on the registration box. As everybody here knows, it's safe, secure, it's fun, it's risk-free. There's lots of competitions and stuff to sign up for. It's risk-free. There's a ton of money at stake. I do cash giveaways. Wally Crypto here in the chat just won $100 from me a couple days ago. I'm doing another cash giveaway next week. You'll be entered into the drawing if you sign up. So yeah, Apex, let let me just get. But Savant will already be. Hold on, my phone's wanted to bring up the live. Hold on a second here now. Here it is. Okay. All right. Apex, there's the link right there. Click the link. It's not invasive. All you do is fill out username, password, and your email. They will email you a 4-digit code to register your email, get everything sorted out. And you're preloaded with 1,500 car tokens. In the very near future, you'll be able to exchange those for USDT. You have the lucky wheel up here. You can spin every 24 hours for car tokens, for USDT, and for Bitcoin. You can win up to 1 Bitcoin, which would be insane. Okay. Here's Crypto Beast. Aloha, everyone out and about shopping with the missus. Hey, Crypto Beast, the man, the one and only from Maui, Hawaii. Aloha, my friend. What a guy. Everybody follow Crypto Beast on YouTube. If you haven't already, Crypto Beast News. Very informative. Very great guy. We've been on live streams and been on phone calls and all the rest of it. Fast friends, him and I. He's a great guy. Wally says that would be sick if I get even a quarter of a Bitcoin. Dude, I know. What about like here's the wheel. What was it? 0.001 or something? Yeah, they're 0.01 Bitcoin. Sign me up. Crypto Beast says we need to get another live stream going. Let's do it. As everybody knows, I'm under contract with Bicara. I would be putting out videos and live streams anyways, but make note, this is part of the deal. This is part of business. This is part of our relationship. So I'm in full support of this platform. Really, I'm not saying that just because I have to. I love it. What you guys are experiencing as users, I'm also experiencing, vocalizing the information and having a blast, getting down and dirty with the mathematics and the statistics. This is fun. This is a blast for me. Crypto Beast, who wants to hold it? Let's get it figured out. We don't need to set anything in stone exactly right now, but do you want to have a live stream or do you want me to? Let's get one going here in the next week or 10 days or something. Anytime. I can always usually find time to make that happen. Let's see. What's Wally say here? Anyone in their bets history see dashes instead of the amount earned? Yeah, and I think those are bets that you lost. So those are rounds I think you lost your wager. Check and see if that's accurate. If you see a dollar amount in the earnings, then of course you won. But if a dash, I believe that was a round that you lost. Okay. Yeah, lost round bet. All right, everybody. Signing off. I truly wish you all a fantastic day. Thank you for your support. Let's continue down the trail with crypto, with Bicara. We've got a whole new avenue here. This is entertainment. This is part of the channel. Yeah, we talk about poker. We talk a whole lot about crypto. What a perfect way to discuss gambling, to experience gambling in a very strategic fashion, a very responsible and safe, guarded way where we have longevity. You don't want to be the guy that blows $1,000 roll in 20 minutes. Let's turn the 1,000 or the 100 or whatever dollar amount into many multipliers of that. Okay. That's the goal. That's the trail we're going down. So Bacara, fantastic platform, great bunch of people, great customer service, state-of-the-art technology, state-of-the-art gambling. Casino Coin, we are in the very beginning stages of trying to get a meeting put together between all parties. That is truly in the works. That might blow minds if we can get that relationship put together. They could use the technology very much so. While I love the platform, they are crypto friendly. Implementing Casino Coin on the XRPL on Bacara would blow minds. What a relationship and partnership that would be for everybody involved. Let's wish that for everybody. Okay. That would be fantastic. So signing off, you all have a fantastic day. Contact me at gamblingsavant@gmail.com, C-Labs, whoever else. If you've got any ideas, questions, comments, I'm having a fantastic time. I hope you did as well. Adios.